One of the more functional and useful features in Photoshop Elements is the use of layer styles. And I'll do a quick demonstration of that here to show you what can be done with that. See, I've got this little carving of our grizzly bear that we picked up in Alaska. I'm just going to use the elliptical marquee tool. I'll just do a quick selection around it, let the feathering set at 2 pixels here. We'll come to all that stuff in the next exercise, how this works, so don't worry about that for now. I'm just going to select that. I've got the selection made. I'm going to do Control C as in cat for copy. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to File, New, Blank File, and I'm going to click up here in my preset area, choose Photo. I'm going to choose Landscape 8x10, say OK, and here I have a new document. I can do Control V as in Victor for paste, and there I have my selection of that grizzly bear put into there. Actually, I'm going to just close this for now. I don't want to save that for anything. Just close that. Say no to save changes. Now, layer styles. The keyword is layer. Layer styles found up in here. They're actually right here. It's this item right here is layer style. This is filters, photo filters and stuff like that, which can be very helpful in changing the look of a photo. Layer styles for compositional things and for various projects are very, very helpful, very useful. The keyword again is layer. If you've got an item on a layer, you can use layer styles to enhance it. For example, if I click on layer styles, I have a drop down here. I have first thing, one that comes to mind is drop shadows. Okay, it's right there, drop shadows. So if I click drop shadows, and let's say I choose this one right here, double click it. Okay, you can see I gave a little edge to the to that oval there. If I go on this on your layer here on this FX icon, I can double click that. It brings up a dialog box to fine-tune that drop shadow. Let's make the drop shadow bigger, and let's do about that. Let's make the size or the distance like that. Let's make the opacity maybe a little darker, and so forth. We can change the lighting angle. We can make it to a different angle and stuff like that. We can, all kinds of things that can be done with that. Let it about there, and say OK. Okay, what the drop shadow is supposed to do is supposed to give you some relief, make it look somewhat three-dimensional, as though the image is floating off the page. Now, the harsh shadow like this doesn't quite do that. So let's go instead, and let's go on the same one, and let's apply a different shadow. Let's do a high, like, let's try that, see what that does. Okay, that changes it. Again, I have my FX icon. I can change the various settings to give it the relief that I'm looking for. What I'm trying to do is get some way to give it some dimension so it looks as though it's floating on the page. You can also go to drop to your layer styles, and you could, let's say, add to this maybe an outer glow. Okay, let's do that and see what I've got here. We can maybe get something a little bit different here. Let's say radioactive. Let's double click that, and that now added a glow to that. If I double click this icon, this FX icon again, here's your glow, and you can see it's an outer glow size. I can change the size of it. I can change the opacity of it. I can do it like that. Here I have a color palette. I can actually change the color if I want. I can go to a different color glow. Let's say that's okay. So now I have an orange glow to it. Actually, that kind of matches this color right here. You can go, let's close this, let's say okay here, and let's go to bevels right here, and let's go to something, let's go to simple emboss and try that, and that gives a edge again to it. If I go here, and let's see, where's my bevel size? Right here. Here's my bevel, and you can see that gives you some effect to the, give it some more dimension, some more look of form to it. And so the layer styles are just a very, very useful tool to enhance your image and to make it stand off and pop off the page a lot more. Layer cells can be used on objects like this. It can be used on text. Can be used on drawings. If you do something with a paintbrush or with the brush tools and do something like that. But even here, you can start seeing now it's giving some form to it as though it's actually a three-dimensional item on a two-dimensional piece of paper.